Hello, I have some channeled guidance to share with you for this week in support of your healing and evolution. And the emphasis this week is actually a lot more on expansion and ways that we can support ourselves to be in that expansion and allowing in more newness and more growth in a way that feels safe. So I'll just go ahead and share the words that came through. It's safe for you to grow and expand, to explore new horizons, horizons of the heart. You're on a new adventure. You can come out of your shell now and explore. Stay safely anchored in your heart truth, and all will be well. You can weather any storms and allow more goodness in too. Get used to the new, the good, the rainbow after the storms. Allow yourself to get more comfortable with resting in goodness. You're an adventurer of the heart. It's time to make a start on something new and beautiful and true for you. Enjoy exploring the new horizons of your beautiful heart. The time is now. So that was beautiful to feel that coming through. And it's really, I think, yet again, emphasizing the importance of safety as we grow, and this kind of tension of the opposites when we want to experience something new, and whether it's inside of ourselves, like aspects of ourselves, or something new in our lives, and move into new parts of ourselves that we've never really experienced before. It brings up fear. It's very threatening to our systems that really want things to be familiar and safe and predictable. So I love this message to be anchored in our heart truth as the source of safety, that this is kind of the inner GPS that will guide you in your new adventure, and that allows you to be in a kind of a state of openness and adventuring and exploration. And, when I say, like, it's maybe, it doesn't even have to be external, it's like expansion, as in like external beyond what is known to you. So it could be an adventure of the heart that you're going on. It could be deepening into, a relationship or a commitment, or bringing forth new parts of you and your gifts, and letting that be seen visibly. Speaking a truth, or it can be internal. So it's more just kind of this expansion of your being into new parts of yourself. But it could also be literally moving somewhere new or physically going somewhere new. So as you're on this adventure and in this more sort of spring-like energy of expansion, this is the place you can come back to resource yourself and feel safe. It's this kind of heart center, this heart truth, this knowing of what's right for you at some level, even though it's been conditioned out of us, or gets covered over, or undermined, or denigrated, or gaslit, or all of those things. Many of us are in this kind of ongoing process of uncovering and undoing all of that has dissimulated what's really true for us. Like in this, I keep pointing here because it feels like this actual part of our physical being as well as humans, this heart chakra, this heart center, energy center, midpoint between, like this midline between our physical selves and our more multidimensional and kind of energetic selves, and the unknowable, mysterious aspects of who we are that we don't know, the mystery, the greater mystery of ourselves as unique souls and unique like frequencies. So all of that is available to us in here, all this guidance, all this messaging, these signals that come through, sometimes in a very kind of whispering way and other times more loudly, to keep kind of dropping into that as the inner wellspring of guidance, of GPS, not looking outside as much as dropping back in and resourcing from within. So you might, like me, be inclined to overpack a backpack with all sorts of equipment and just in case stuff, and think you're doing a great job of being a minimalist, but actually not really. So if that's you, you're not alone in that, but it's kind of an invitation to go lightly, like travel lightly, with more of that nourishment from, being in this adventure mode where you're out of your usual circumstances. You're kind of wandering about, metaphorically or literally, wandering about the world in a new way, exploring, like curiously looking, what's over here for me to experience? Who can I be if this is allowed? What parts of me had to be hidden that now are being seen? And as all of this happens, to kind of feel more light and free, and and let yourself rest in that goodness. Let more of that into your nervous system because it feels right to your heart. So it doesn't matter if anyone else thinks it's weird, if it's unfamiliar, if it's out of character, if it's sort of like puts people out, is a little bit discombobulating or very much unacceptable to, to others, unless you're in a relationship with them where they are entitled to have a say and you have that kind of arrangement. None of that should have as much of a say as how much your heart is desiring, for you to experience, and how much your heart knows and feels what's right for you. And usually when it is right for your heart and soul, then the knock-on effect, or the kind of what I find is that also fits in what is right for those around you and the collective. Maybe not what's most comfortable or most easy, but it is usually bringing all of us together into more of a kind of an expansion and alignment that is more authentic, more sustainable, more right and good and true and beautiful. So it might kind of ruffle some feathers or require some tough conversations, but when we really listen within, it's usually not just bringing ourselves into alignment and on our own right path, but it's usually challenging or bringing others along with us into that path, and helping us to clarify what no longer belongs in our lives and is no longer aligned. So I wish you well on this intrepid adventuring of the heart, and continuously dropping back in and working through whatever it is that gets in the way of you doing that in kind of comfortably and with confidence. Enjoy.